pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Hall, you have some presentation?
We do, Mr. Chairman. First, we'd like to presentation of the Scott High School STAN Chamber of Commerce Student of the Month. Mr. Andy, if you'll step forward for the young lady, please. Bailey Sexton was selected to be December STAN Student of the Month for positive influence and natural leadership that she displays at Scott High School. Bailey is very involved in not only the school, but the community as well. Bailey serves as a STAN YSLI president. She is in the honors program. She's Scott High's cheer manager and a member of the track and field team, FCCLA, and PEP club. She spends her free time volunteering in the community, hanging out with her friends, riding her bike, and painting. Bailey plans on going to Rome State in August and aspires to be a teacher one day. Bailey says that she was inspired to be a teacher because she wants to make a difference in the world by giving children the gift of education. Bailey's favorite quote to share with people is, "Hold on to these memories because they hold on to you," which is a line in a Taylor Swift song. Scott High is lucky to have such a great role model for their students. Ms. Bailey Sexton. Mr. Chairman, also it is a great honor and pleasure to announce this year's Scott High schools, elementary schools, middle schools, building levels Teacher of the Year. These teachers were selected by the principal, their peers, and it's an honor for you to be here tonight. You represent a great group of people in your school and in your system. Further ado, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to start for the pre-K through 4 from Birchfield Elementary School, Ms. Tara Bean Brazil, kindergarten. Also, from Birchfield Elementary School, grades 5 through 8, Ms. Ashley Norris, 6 through 8, ELA and social studies. From Fairview Elementary School, grades pre-K through 4, Shauna Lau, 3rd grade, ELA. Also from Fairview Elementary School, Crystal Stanley, 4th, 5th grade math. Huntsville Elementary School, grades pre-K through 4, April Lau, 2nd grade. Huntsville Middle School, grades 5 through 8, Jamie Trammell, 7th and 8th grade social studies. Robbins Elementary School, grades pre-K through 4, Shannara Harness, 4th grade math and science. Robbins Elementary School, grades 5 through 8, Stephen Rogers, band. Winfield Elementary School, grades pre-K through 4, Stacy Botts, pre-K. Also Winfield Elementary School, grades 5 through 8, Hope Reynolds, 6th through 8th grade math. Scott High School in the grades 9 through 12 division, Mr. Dan Terry, World and U.S. History, U.S. Government, and Contemporary Issues. Mr. Chairman, at this time, I would like to announce our... Let's get together.
little bit more. There we go. All right.
If you guys will stay where you are, this time I will announce our district-wide 2023-2024 teacher, 2023-24 Teacher of the Year. But first, I want to announce the items that have been donated by the following businesses. First National Bank, $50. United Cumberland Bank, $50 in collectible coins. Plateau Electric, $50 credit on your electric bill. You name it, embroidery, a gift certificate. The Scott County Board of Education, $150. In the pre-K through 4 division, the Teacher of the Year from Burnsville Elementary School, Ms. Tara Beam, Brazil.
Smile real big.
Hold on, I'll hold it up.
All right.
Thank you.
In the grades 5 through 8 division, Jamie Trammell, Huntsville Middle School, 7th and 8th grade social studies.
Smile. Linda will kill me from the picture. There we go.
And in the 9th through 12th division, from Scott High School, Mr. Dan Terry, World of U.S. History, U.S. Government, and Literary Issues.
Yeah. Damn. All right, now I need a picture of all 3 winners.
Sorry, if y'all just stay there.
Here we go. All right.
Guys, thank you all so much for what you do. Congratulations all. Mr. Chairman, that concludes the presentation for the month of December.
Thank you. Bring us up to item 6. In accordance with board policy number 1.403, any principals have anything to report? In the central office?
Let me do mine. Would like to remind the board that on Tuesday, December the 19th, will be our lunch for the school board and the central office staff. Again, it's at 11:30. So please, if you could, mark that on your calendar. Again, it's Tuesday, December the 19th. I'd like to announce that we will be receiving our report card on Thursday, December the 21st. It's the day that we are out for Christmas break. We do know the scores. They are embargoed. I will be sharing with principals tomorrow at our principals meeting, but again, these scores are embargoed until the 21st of December when they are official. Saw some stuff, comes like a bell curve throughout across the state. I'm going to be reading something here in just a minute on a thing we want to get out to the community, to the media, to people kind of aware of what the report card grade A through F system will look like. It is a change from what the federal requirements are. This is the first year that we've had using this criteria. I'll go through this all here in just a minute. Also would like to announce that December 20th will be the abbreviated day for Scott High School. We will be running buses on that day. On these buses will leave Scott High School at 10 o'clock. Okay, from the following thing we will be giving out to the media and to our parents across the Scott County. Tennessee Department of Education has introduced a new state level accountability process this year, which is a significant departure from previous evaluation methods. The new accountability system will be applied retroactively to generate school report cards for the 2022-2023 academic year. District and school leaders were only made aware of these substantial changes in early November 2023. Even though the Tennessee Department of Education continues to use the traditional federal accountability system as well, it will not be used to create these letter grades or report card metrics. While the specific details of this report card remain unknown, we want to emphasize that Scott County is committed to achieve or surpass the standards in this new system. The grading system for schools will adopt a familiar A through F range across the state, with guidelines set by the Tennessee Legislature and the Tennessee Department of Education. Average performance schools are slated to fall within the C range according to the recently established criteria. In anticipation of the upcoming report card release, administrators plan to provide an update once the grades are processed for their district. Preliminary projections based on current information suggest that most schools in Tennessee are likely to land within the C range. Scott County Schools wants to note our significant improvements in achievement since the 2018-19 school year and has rebounded from the challenges posed by the 2021-2022 academic year, marked by lower scores in the aftermath of COVID-related closures. For example, in the 2022-2023, our district third grade scores exceeded the state in total proficiency and was ranked 69th of 142 school systems. In TVOS, or growth scores, several of our schools also had above average scores in school-wide composite and school-wide literacy and numeracy, and early grades school-wide composite, literacy, and numeracy. Our district remains steadfast in its commitment to transparency and excellence in education. Even though there have been these significant changes to the accountability system, updates will be provided as soon as the report cards are released. Expected release date, as I mentioned earlier, is December 21st, 2023. So that we will be sending to the newspapers to get that put out also to any local media as far as our stance for the Scott County schools. We've done some well in some schools, not so well in some schools, I can say that, but we are committed, now that we know what we're facing, what the criteria will be, that we will rise and meet these challenges always, as our systems have. Guys, I hope everyone has a great Christmas. Hope everyone remembers what Christmas is about, why we celebrate, the reason we celebrate. So please stay safe, your families over the holidays, and enjoy what Christmas, the true meaning of it. And guys, that's all I have. Unless y'all have any questions for me.
That brings us up to item number 6. In accordance with Board Policy 1.403, the Scott County Board of Education should adopt an agenda of all items to be acted upon during the regular monthly meeting of December 14th, 2023. Do I have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Any discussion? If not, vote on roll call.
Dr. Murphy?
Aye.
Ms. Terry?
Aye.
Ms. Sharp?
Aye.
Ms. Kidd?
Aye.
Ms. King?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Aye. Item 7, in accordance with the Scott County Board of Education Policy number 4.403, the Board of Education may include routine and non-controversial items on the consent agenda, which may be adopted by a single vote without discussion. Any item on the consent agenda may be removed and placed on the regular agenda for further consideration at the request of any board member. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion. Second.
Any discussion? Vote on roll call.
Who did the second? Is that Preston? Thank you. Ms. Sharp?
Aye.
Dr. Murphy?
Aye.
Ms. Terry?
Aye.
Ms. Kidd?
Aye.
Ms. King?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Aye. Okay. Item number 8A, the The Food Service Director recommends that the Scott County Board of Education renew a service agreement with Hobart Equipment Company to maintain the dishwashers in all the schools. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion. Second.
Any discussion? Vote on roll call.
Ms. King,
Aye.
Dr. Murphy,
Aye.
Ms. Terry,
Aye.
Ms. Sharp,
Aye.
Ms. Kidd,
Aye.
Mr. Stanley.
Aye. Okay, item 8B, board approval is needed for out-of-state and overnight trips. Huntsville Elementary teachers to debate conference in Nashville. Birchfield principals and teachers, Ron Clark?
Yes.
Okay, didn't know that. Academy. Food Service Director to Legislative Action Conference. Birchfield Principal, Assistant Principal, Shipley System of Leaders. Aware Director, Counselors, Nurse, Family Resource Director, Coordinated School Health Director, 2024 CSH Conference in February in Murfreesboro. Do I have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Any discussion? Not vote on roll call.
Ms. Terry,
Aye.
Dr. Murphy,
Aye.
Ms. Sharp,
Aye.
Ms. Kidd,
Aye.
Ms. King,
Aye.
Mr. Stanley.
Aye. Brings us to item 8C. We need to purchase 4 new buses this year to replace buses going out of service. The transportation supervisor recommends piggybacking with Sourcewell contract number 063026 ICB for 4 66-passenger school buses for a cost of $133,993.89. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to spend all that money. Second.
Any discussion?
That's each, right?
That's each, yes.
Wow. Vote on roll call.
Ms. King,
Aye.
Ms. Kidd,
Aye.
Ms. Sharp,
Aye.
Ms. Terry,
Aye.
Dr. Murphy,
Aye.
Mr. Stanley.
Aye. Item 8D, in accordance with the Scott County School Board of Education policy number 2.806 concerning bids and quotations, all purchases of supplies, materials, equipment, and contractual services in excess of $25,000 shall be based on competitive bids. We're talking about screen and recoat gym floors at Huntsville Middle, Winfield, Scott High School, screen and recoat floors in 2025-26 school year at Birchfield, Robbins, Fairview, and Scott High. Do I have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Any discussion? Not vote on roll call.
Ms. Terry,
Aye.
Ms. Kidd,
Aye.
Ms. King,
Aye.
Mr. Stanley,
Aye.
Dr. Murphy,
Aye.
Ms. Sharp.
Aye.
Item 8E, approval is needed by the board to amend board policies as recommended by TSBA. If I need me to read those for you, or then can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion. Second.
Any discussion? Vote on roll call.
Ms. King,
Aye.
Dr. Murphy,
Aye.
Ms. Terry, Ms. Sharp,
Aye.
Ms. Kidd,
Aye.
Mr. Stanley.
Aye. Item 8F, the school nutrition director requests approval to have the Scott County Finance Department request and advertise for bids for USDA processed commercial equivalent products for the year of 2023-2024 school year. Do I have a motion?
I'd make a motion. Second.
Any discussion? Vote on roll call.
Ms. King,
Aye.
Ms. Terry,
Aye.
Ms. Sharp,
Aye.
Ms. Kidd,
Aye.
Mr. Stanley,
Aye.
Dr. Murphy.
Aye.
Okay, brings us to item 8G. The Tennessee General Assembly recently adopted Public Chapter 399, which grants up to 6 weeks of paid leave for work after the birth, stillbirth, or adoption of a child. The The current law only applies to licensed employees who have been employed full-time for at least consecutive 12 months. The board desires to make this law applicable to non-licensed full-time employees of the school system as well. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
A second.
Any discussion? Vote on roll call.
Dr. Murphy?
Aye.
Ms. King?
Aye.
Ms. Kidd?
Aye.
Ms. Sharp?
Aye.
Ms. Terry?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
If it's okay if I insert myself, I had asked that this be added to the agenda after the work session. The reason for that is the deadline. This was actually discussed at our Legal Institute meeting in Gatlinburg. But the Tennessee General Assembly has passed a law that says that any local governmental body, including this body, has to appoint a point person to receive ethics complaints. So I'm addressing this with the county commission as well on Monday. But in order to meet that deadline, I wanted to go ahead and put a resolution here. But in addition to that, I think I handed out a copy of the board's adopted ethics complaint policy. Section 5 of that policy says that the board may appoint an ethics committee consisting of 3 people, 2 board members, and it doesn't say who the other one has to be. I would recommend that the board do that. That's not part of this action today, but I would recommend that you put that on the January agenda. And as far as meeting the deadline for January 1st, I'm okay to be the point person initially to receive any complaints that may happen between now and January and I think it would be appropriate for the board chair to be a secondary recipient.
But then he
For now.
becomes. But then he
For
becomes.
now.
Okay.
Once if the board decides to form an ethics committee, I would recommend that we change that to make the chair of the ethics committee the person that would receive those complaints. Now, that's what I've recommended to the county commission, care of myself.
So it's forwarded to you, correct?
Forwarded to me, and that way, if I get something through this office or through the central office, then I would contact the chair of the ethics committee if y'all chose to form one, and then we would go from there.
And you're
But-
saying that'll just be until we make the committee? Or is that
Right.
gonna stay?
I'm okay right now for purposes of meeting that deadline, and I'm
Yeah.
not sure if anything would really happen, but I don't want to take any chances. I would go ahead and recommend that the board attorney be the primary person with the board chair to be a secondary recipient for right now. With that subject to change if the board forms an ethics committee in January or later. So,
You could do one before the retreat if you don't want to in January.
so if the board's okay with it, I would just feel that, appoint the board attorney with the board chair being named as a secondary appointment for now.
I think that's a good plan.
We may keep you, we'll see how you do from now to.
No. Now listen, keep in mind, and look at the ethics policies. Really, the board attorney gives advice, okay, as to actions that may need to take place. So
But
it's probably not a good idea to leave the board attorney as a permanent person.
Oh, come on.
Well, I don't have any decision-making authority, so.
So we basically just need to make a motion to follow your suggestion as suggested by Mr. Beatty.
That's my recommendation, and I said that before he even read anything, so,
I read
but if you wanna fill in those blanks, if the board's okay with that for right now. But like I said, I think it needs
So
to
January.
change in January.
Well, I make a motion that we do that because, I mean, we have to be in compliance and that's one way to get there until we can address it.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second. Any discussion? If not, vote on roll call.
Ms. King,
Aye.
Ms. Sharp,
Aye.
Ms. Terry,
Aye.
Ms. Kidd,
Aye.
Mr. Stanley,
Aye.
Dr. Murphy.
Aye.
Okay, brings us to item 8I. Hire reading coach in conjunction with the Elgin Foundation. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Any discussion? If not, vote on roll call.
Ms. Terry,
Aye.
Ms. Sharp,
Aye.
Ms. Kidd,
Aye.
Ms. King,
Aye.
Mr. Stanley,
Okay.
Dr. Murphy.
Aye.
I was off on the wrong page, I'm sorry, and it was just not, it wasn't quick. No, I was like, wait a minute.
Before we adjourn, Ms. Carleen, you have anything?
No, I just want to wish everybody Merry Christmas. Hope you have great holidays. And we've got so many that are sick. I know at Robbins, I think Miss Amy can attest to this. It's just, we had a ball game, we had canceled tonight. There's so much sickness down there. And I just hope and pray that everybody gets well soon and they can enjoy the holidays. Thank you for everything you do.
And I second that. I just hope everyone has a great Christmas and enjoy your loved ones.
Mr. Beatty?
Congratulations to all the teachers that were recognized tonight. I appreciate them and the other teachers as a parent of two girls that are in the school system. So, and Merry Christmas to everyone, and thank you for the gifts,
Yes.
whoever they're from. So,
Yes, thanks for the gifts and Merry Christmas to all of you.
Ms. Angie?
Merry Christmas to everyone, and I'm just thankful that we can do what we can do for our children, you know, and I just appreciate everybody, even the SRO officers. It's like I told the one at Birchfield today, you know, he's running out in the traffic. I just stopped and told him, thank you, you know. And we thank everyone.
Happy New Year.
It's not there yet.
Have a good one.
You're in a hurry.
Okay. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
Oh yeah, thanks for the gifts too. I love them. The blanket, I don't know who got it, but husband took it over for the past 2 weeks and he is happy with that blanket.
You lost it.
I lost
We
This one
adjourn.
right here.